drive into your feet a little bit as you reach those arms up. Good. And then bring those arms back down. Yeah. And again, big inhale up. Good. And back down. Good. Big inhale up. Reach it up to the sky. Now, again, if you don't have a circle, don't fret. You could hold anything you want. Your cat, if it would let you. If it would let you squeeze it and hold it. You're just gonna hold the edges of it, whatever it is. A pillow, a firm pillow, a book, right? You could lift a book up. I could do that too, see? I've got my Arabian Nights here. I'm just holding it and lifting it, right? So it doesn't have to be anything fancy or special. Just whatever. Just be careful if you pick up a book because some books are heavier than others. Nope, just gentle, just enough to hold it. Just enough that you feel the armpit turn on. Yeah, good. We're gonna hold the next one up. Good question. So it's just gentle, and then I want you to shrug those arms up and then pull your shoulder blades down. And shrug them up and pull them back down. That's it, little shrug, lift, good, and down, good, little shrug, good. So feel the scapula. I don't know if I can show you that. Can you see my shoulder blades? As I shrug, they move out and then they come back and come in. Can you see that moving there and in? I don't know if that's visible to you or not, but I want you to feel some sense of that motion. Yeah, so it's not coming just from elbows, right? Notice my elbow is mostly straight. I'm trying to get the shoulder to move. All right, good, good. From there, we're just gonna bring those arms down, take the ring behind you, holding it just with the heels of the hand and just lifting your sternum up, nice and high to the sky. Good, just pull your abs in, try to look at your toes. Good, inhale back up to the sky, collarbones open wide. Abs in, look at your toes, start looking at them and saying, are you working down there? Inhale up, good. Exhale, abs in. Big toe, pinky toe, check in, good. Inhale up. And exhale, abs in, good. Let your ring come back in front of you, good. We're gonna take your hands again to the outside of your ring, press those arms forward, pull the elbows in, just press. Now we're adding a little more squeeze, good. And then Margie, you're standing, I don't know how to describe it. If I was your mirror, it's almost like this. Can you, I know, okay. So everyone check yourselves. We get really comfortable in our dysfunction, right? So whatever your dysfunction is, look at yourself. Notice if one hip is off to the side, maybe you need to bring it in a little bit. That's it. Waking up through those toes. Good. Now as we're pressing forward and in, can you hug your elbows in? Hug the inside of your arm into your body. Good. Inhaling out, exhale, pulling it back in. Good. Inhale. Good. Now we're going to sit in our squat. So sit back on your heels, pressing forward. Exhale, pull the elbows in. Notice in the squat, the tendency to let the arms come up. Can you keep those elbows down? So inhale, reaching straight forward. Pulling it back in. Good. Just straight forward. Good. Pulling it back in. You got it. Good. That's right. Good. Good. Two more. Inhale. Good. And one more. Stay down here. Stay down here. Good. You're just going to take your toy to your side, back to the front, and to your side, back to your front. You're going to let your torso rotate with that toy. So you're going to try to keep your sternum pointing right through the middle of your toy at all times. That's it. Good. We're going to do one more on each side, then we're going to come back up just so that we can sit, reset, and do it again. So here's what we're going to do the second set. Same thing, only I want you to fine tune. I love how several of you got that torso to move right in the center of your toy. Now make your hips stay still. So some of you did it like this. Can you see how my hips are swinging? So we're going to ground those feet, drive those heels down. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, have a seat. Good. Now pull your heels under you and together. Can you feel that? Pulling your heels under you and toward each other, even though they're not moving. You should feel your hip bones turn deeper in the socket, your glutes turn on a little more, and your low belly turn on. Come on, come on, connect to those feet. No swinging, Margie, no swinging, Judith. Good, that's better, that's better. Come on, as you rotate, hold those feet, hold those feet. Good, last one. Good, sit a little deeper and then come all the way up, pressing those arms up high to the sky and back behind you. Right, trying to get them back. Yes, very nice. I'm gonna take off my warm fleece-lined socks. You guys, Oprah's favorites, Poodoos, Mona's favorites. I like them because they have sticky bottoms. A lot of the lined socks don't have sticky bottoms, and so they're very slippery, and you walk differently when you can't feel the floor, right? So just keep that in mind. All right. They're called Poodoos. I have a dressy pair for the studio that are a pretty champagne color. Yeah, they're really cute. The ones that I have at the studio are very dressy. These ones were given to me as a gift, and then that's why I bought my second pair. So anyway, I know. I need to get me another nice pair for home. We're going to take our ring and we're going to put it on the side of our hip, and we're just going to have a seat. Now we're going to pull in, pressing that arm in, and then come back to a stand. So pushing. So I want you again to have this idea of really solid through your feet. Big toe is down and the heels are pulling around the back, under you, and into the middle. Yeah. Good. So we should be starting to feel that that cross across your hip bones, your obliques. If you're not feeling any of that, check that you are not doing this. Can you see this big arch? Instead, we're going to keep a little bit of abs in right there at the rib. Yes, better, Chinda. Good, I see that. Hi, I see you checking. Good, good, Margie. Good, Judith, take a little bit wider step for me. Good. The next one we do, we're going to stay in our sit. Good. And we're just going to pulse those feelings. So abs up, heels together, and the arm comes in all at once. So heels, abs, arm, release. Heels, abs, arm, and release. That's it. Good. Good. All the way up. Good. Two more. Just breathing and lifting. Good. And then all the way up. Good. Release. Open wide. And switch hands. So hand just gets to rest on your hip. Connect to those feet. I always have to kind of lift my toes and reset. Good. Sitting back down. And up. Nice and simple. Good. Good. Yeah. Perfect. Good. Adding that little pressure against your toy, whatever it happens to be. Good. Two more. And then we hold this one. We hold this one. Good. And then we just pulse. Pelvic floor, heels, arm, all at once. Good. Big toes. And breathe. So if you can see the side view of me, you can kind of see how my abs lift up each time. I'm not tucking my tail each time. I'm just engaging and pulling up through my column. Yeah. Good. Last two. Good. Last one. Good. And then all the way up and release. Good. Everyone feeling okay? Yes? Okay. So we're going to come into Pilates stance. And we're just take our brains again into our feet. So, into our feet. So if you pull the back of your heels together and really lift up through the inner thigh, your knees look outward a little bit. You get a little air space or less pressure on those inner thighs. Yeah, a little less pressure. Good. Good. That's it. Good. And you feel that all lift up through your middle. Very nice. So from here, those of you who are foot movers are just going to lift up into releve and then come back down. You're welcome to hold on to something for balance. Yep, just simple. Good. Those of you who are foot minders, you're going to shift your weight forward, spread your big toe and your pinky toe. So foot minders, I want you to be really mindful of not squinching and clawing those middle toes. See if you can really put the work in those two outside ones. Yeah. Good. That's it. So simple. Good. Okay. And then my foot movers, you guys be mindful of keeping your legs straight. Margie, straighten your legs. As you come up, we're pulling those kneecaps up. Good. Okay. Then we're going to add our toys. If you're holding something for balance, it's going to look like this. Up. Good. Side bend away from your balance point and back to center. If you're not holding something for balance, it's up with two hands. Side bend, squeeze those heels, back and down. And again, my foot minders, it's the same. I'm tilting forward a little onto my feet. I'm abs in, center, and with two hands, same thing. Foot minders, in a little bit. Oh, yep. And you guys fight the claw, Good, good. So this moment here, pull your heels and your hips together, right? Find your center line. So I'm going to line myself up so you can see me right next to that little poof holding up my studio light. So as I come up, I'm going to try to keep my hips right there. They're not going to push into it. They're not going to come away from it. Yeah, can you see that? So I'm not doing this. See how it comes and goes away from the poof? All right. I want you to try two more. Find something in your house that you can line yourself up against. And really anchor through your center. Good. Nice. Good. Come on, anchor those hips. Yes. Good. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But it's good. It's really helped stabilize that joint. And we all know how important that is as we get older and older and older. Because that's all we're going to do, hopefully. So if we're lucky. So let's take those arms in front. We're going to start with some rolling down. We're going to begin with our bow, but we're going to continue through bow until wherever it feels good for your spine, right? So if you feel good about that, you can take it a little farther, press into those feet and unfurl your spine on the way back up, yeah? But we're going to do 5 because I want you to really give yourself a moment to really stretch your spine into your ring. Don't worry about how far down you're going. Be more concerned about how articulate your spine can be. Yeah. Especially on the way up. That's such a beautiful opportunity to feel yourself stack that spine up. Remember at the bottom of your roll down, let your eye look towards your belly button, right? Keep it towards your belly button as you unfurl. It just helps remind you of where you're working from, right? What's holding you up. Good. And then I think this is number 5. So if this is your number 5, you can lay your toy down, whatever it happens to be. And then we'll walk those hands out to a plank. Are there? Okay. Collarbones are open. We're just going to hold that plank. Forearms, hands, feet, knees, doesn't matter. You find the place that feels good to you. but I want you to extend your pelvis away from your head. So even if you're on your knees, you're going to try to reach out through the front of your thighs and let your head pull away from your hips, right? You're trying to create space this way. Yeah? It doesn't seem to be helping, does it? Does that help better? Good. And then gently come on down for a rest. Yeah, rest. Good. We're going to swing those feet forward. And we're going to take our rings on the outside. So those of you who don't have a ring and you have something solid, but you do have a theraband or a loop band, you could use either of those instead. Yeah. So I'll give you a second to get your so you're gonna put your ring, you'll use your ring here. And you could also hold on to your Pilates stick. So you could hold your Pilates stick and use your ring. All right, so we're in whatever we have. Good, we're gonna press the thighs out and feel the sits bones tuck in. You feel that? So press out, feel your sits bones tuck in. So if you have a theraband, you're gonna wrap that around you, around your thigh bones. Actually, sorry, you're gonna wrap it around over the top and cross into the bottom. I don't think I ever finished that thought. So that you're pulling into that. Yeah? That's it, good. Can you guys feel this? Yeah, pulling in as the thigh presses out. Okay, one of you, anybody else? Thumbs up, thumbs down, kinda. Okay, two of you. Okay, three, okay, there we go. So this is deep, deep, right? Deep and small. That's it, good. We're trying to not overuse the front. We're trying to activate under here. So yes, you're in a hip flexed position, but this motion should work with that as well. Last two. Oh, it's small and it's making me exhausted. Good. And we're gonna hold it and roll back into C curve. Good. Inhale, come up, lift that chest. So those of you holding your theraband, you're gonna pull your arms open a little bit instead. Yeah. So you give yourself increased resistance, my theraband friends. Can you see how I'm doing that? I'm holding the ends. Good. Good. That's it. Lifting up. Good. Rolling back. Good. And lift. Press. Good. All right. One more time. Oh, good. Go ahead and take that ring off the outside. I know. This is where my theraband friends, you grab your solid thing, whatever that was, and you're going to put it between your thighs. We're going to put this between our thighs too. So everyone's got some kind of toy in between their legs. And then we're going to feel now if we can activate. When we pull those thighs together, can you also pull that little muscle that you just woke up in as well? So you're very solid now all around that joint. Release. Good. And again, pulling in from the hip to your midline as you bring the thighs in. Good. And then release. Good. Hip to midline. Right, the little where the bones plug in, the sits bones plug in, sit in. Good. One more. Hold it. Now we go back in our C curve. Good. Come right back up. Good. And C curve. Good. You can give yourself a little boost on those legs. Good. And one more time. Yeah, good. Go ahead and let go. Let your arms, let your toy come out. You're gonna put it now between your heels. So let's see, can you see my feet? So it's literally between my heels, not my ankles. Yeah. If you're holding something solid, like a block or a pillow or a book, same thing. You're holding it as much as you can below your ankle bone, right? So not on the knobby point of your ankle bone with those heels. Yeah? Okay. Ow. We're going to roll back into C curve. Holding down there. Now, can you have that same sense up here, pulling into your middle? That's it. Good. Come all the way back up. Good. And inhale. Exhale down here. Pull your hips into your center. That should create some tension down there on your toy. Yes? Good. Oh my gosh, who said that the sun was going to come out? They were right. It's trying. Woo! Soothsayer. I see the sun. Good. Good. That's it. 2 more. See if you can get those arms to come all the way up. Open up the chest and mobilize those shoulders. Good. That's it. Dun, dun, dun. Good. All right. Come down again. Halfway into C curve. Open to your right. Good. Come back to your center. Open to your left. Come back to your center. 1 more each way. Open. And open. Good. All the way back up. Nice and tall. So now we're going to add on a little intention with that ring, that toy, whatever you have. Opening to your right. Exhale. Press your right leg into your left. Ground that left heel down. Same side again. Open. Exhale. Pull your right inner thigh up. Ground the left one down. 2, 1. 2 more. Sorry, 2, 1. Good. And 1 more. Good. All the way back up. We go the other way. Inhale and exhale down. Good. So you're opening to your left, pulling the left inner thigh in, grounding the right leg. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Yes. Good. Inhale. Exhale. That's it. Good. And this is your last one. Good. All the way back up. Good. You can grab onto that ring. Good. And we're going to roll ourselves all the way back down. I'm going to scoot a little bit this way. Good. So once we're down, sorry, I think I'm moaning a lot today. We're going to take those arms over your head and just push your ring over to the left corner of your mat, stretching open your right side. And then push to your other corner. Okay, what happened? Camera angle. Good. All right, and then back to center. Heels are down on the ground. We're just going to curl up into that bow. So our abs are already getting warm, yes? They should be warm from all that roll down. I do not think we need to do the 100. I think we're pretty good. We're just coming into bow now, just feeling the resistance from the ground. Good. Pressing those heels down. And as you press your heels down, just notice what your feet do. Do they invert or do they evert, right? Do they flip up or in? Can they be pretty parallel? Good. And 1 more time. Good. Hold on to your ring with your right hand. If you've got a toy, you're going to do the same thing. Hold it with your right hand, right? You're going to rotate up and push it down to the ground across from you. Push. Come back to center. Good. And again, I'm rotating across my body, pushing down, letting the abs drop in. So this is a good self-test. Because if you push and your back tightens and bends and your belly pushes out, you know that there's abdominal dysfunction, right? As far as the neural pathway to what is your abs and obliques. When you push, can you relax your abs, quote unquote, relax instead? So they drop in instead of brace and pushing out, right? Let them drop in a little. Good. 1 more time. We're trying to aim down by your hip. Good. And then all the way down to the mat. Arms come overhead. We'll bring it back up. Now your left hand is holding your toy. Your right one just follows along. We come to the side of your hip, push down, and then back to center. We're still in bow. We haven't come out of bow here. Press down, back to center. Good. Across your body, press. How does your body respond? Good. That's it. Press. Good. And 1 more. Good. And then back to center and down. Good. If you need to let go of your toy, bring your hands to your sides to release your neck. You certainly can. I know that was a long time to be in bow on each side. Okay. Yeah. Good. All right. So arms back up to the sky, collarbones set in your back. We're going to do leg circles, just holding the arms. This is level 3 version leg circles, right? When the arms are up, because you have to keep the collarbones square. So using the circle helps us know where our square is. You can see it moving against your ceiling, right? You can see what's inside it moves. So here you know where you're supposed to stay. We're going to inhale down, exhale up around the outside. Right, inhaling down, exhaling up. And again, your goal is to really hug those armpits. Keep your circle stable. So I'm not hugging the circle, I'm hugging my armpits. That's it, working from your center. Good, and we're gonna go for 5 each way. Nice job. So if you don't have a circle, but you have some other kind of toy, same thing. You're looking at that in relationship to your ceiling and not letting it move, keeping it still, right in the middle. Yes. That's it, don't let it move. Good. That's it. Good, yes. Can you feel that? Right, really hold. Yeah, good, right? So the more we hold from the center, the more you can hopefully feel that all the way down both sides of you. And some of you will have an increased sense of how the abs help pull the legs. I think we worked on that on Monday. Good. My legs are toast. How do we feel? Yes? Hopefully really awesome up and down your spine. We're going to bend the knees, bring those knees in, and hold your toy over your shins. So if you have a circle, you'll grab onto the edges of your circle. If you have a solid block, you'll just hold that block towards you. If you have a theraband, you're going to take it and double it up. And even quadruple it up. So I folded it twice, so it's small and stiff. And I'm going to pull my elbows in. And all we're going to do is give a little pull so we're up in a bow. And then inhale, try to pull the feet down and release. Inhale, pull the feet down and release. Oh, did I just say that wrong? Exhale, pull the feet down. Whoo. Yeah, good. So our arms, this is to practice keeping our arms close and tight, right? So it's a firm thing that doesn't move, whatever we have in our hands, right? And we're trying to hold it as close to us as possible while we push the feet down. Good. This is different than the drill we've done in the past where we work on feeling the feet connecting to the hips. That makes the rolling easier. This one makes the rolling harder. Do you feel that? Yeah, you're really trying to bend your elbows. Bend your elbows, Margie. See how they should, ideally, they're at least at 90 degrees, you guys. Yes. So it's small. That's it. I know. I see you guys wanting to put it under your feet. That's too easy, cheaters. I know, this is a different drill. This one has a different purpose, which is awesome, and I love it. But today I want you to just troubleshoot this moment. Yeah, troubleshoot this moment with me. Good. Good. So yeah, okay. Yeah, keep that bend, keep that bend. I know, this is a good one for you, Chinda, almost better than the other version. So let's all rock and roll. If you're a spine mover, we're gonna let ourselves roll back and roll up. And again, our goal is keeping that 90 degrees and our eyes to our belly button, right? As soon as you let your eye waver, you start making it harder for you to get up with your muscles. You make it more likely that you will rely on momentum. So you're gonna keep it pulled in. 2 more times. Good. Nice. Okay, so we're up. We're going to take our toy, put it in our ankles, and look, we're balancing in teaser. Ta-da-da. And again, it doesn't have to be that ring. It could be whatever you have handy, just as long as it's something solid enough for you to hold. Could be, again, a block, a really thick book, but be careful, it'll get tiring. Good. All right, so here we're going to roll ourselves down to the mat. Good. Take a breath and exhale. Just push your hands forward and up. Now you're back up in your teaser. Inhale, exhale, roll back down. Good. When you balance, Chinda, when you're in here in neutral, gotcha. Okay, so the rest, hang on you, Chinda. The rest of you guys are going to add on to that. You're going to roll back to your teaser, push into the hand for your roll over. Inhale and exhale, roll down. Lower your hips. Come right back up into your teaser. Now level 1s, 2s. If you'd like to rock your way up, that's fine. But you just keep holding on to your toy, right? So it's down, press the hands over. Good. So Chinda, you can omit the teaser part and do the roll over part that feels good to your back. Are you using the wall? That's great, because for you pulling down that 1 foot on the wall, it really is a good idea. Good. How are we doing, everybody else? Done? Annie's done? Annie, are you okay? Just resting? Thumbs up, okay? Okay. Good. All right, how many have we done? 4-ish? 5-ish? Good, Marty. Yes. All right. So if you are down, stay down. You have your legs in the air. We're going to do corkscrew. So pelvis stays still. We're going to inhale down to one side. Exhale, scoop the abs in. Bring it back to center. So you're just painting a circle in the air and then reversing it. But we're all going to do this with the baby corkscrew. The pelvis stays still. So corkscrew 1. The pelvis stays still. Good. If you feel yourself arching your back and popping your ribs here, and you can kind of see this big whoop, yeah, instead come up into bow. For a lot of us, this bow will help turn on those high abs and keep your torso in line with your pelvis more. Yeah. And then see if you can feel it, right? Make it connect to your brain, how it's doing that, and then hold it, put your head back down and try again. Good. 1 more each way. Good job. Go ahead and take that ring out from your feet. Pull your knees into your chest for a moment. Nice job. Okay, single leg stretch. We're up in our bow. Press 1 leg forward, 1 leg out. Rotate to the side. Good. And then exhale, switch. Good. Good. So single leg stretch starts to become rote, right? I don't want it to become rote. I want you to remind yourself, oh, I just engaged all these muscles during that corkscrew. Am I still engaging those muscles? That's it. Pulling them up. Engaging them as you go side to side. Good. Good. One more each way. Good. Then we're going to pause. Those of you who have a loop band or a circle, you're going to take your hands on the inside and do another set just for each side. But I want you really mindful. Pulling yourself down and resisting with the top hand. Pulling yourself over and resisting with the top hand. Those of you who have a theraband instead, same idea. Wrap it and wrap it. So you have two hands and you're going to pull over and pull over. You see how I've wrapped it around both hands and I'm holding with my thumbs so I have that resistance. I'm pulling and pulling. Yeah? Good. Yes. Nice. Good. That looks better today. Look at you, Annie. Look at you, Margie. You guys both look up higher. Yes, and look at you, Judith, stretching that leg straight out. Good. Yes, I like that reach. Good. Last one each way. That's good. Yes. Nice. And then again, pull it in for a little rest. Good. So we do not have to do leg lowers. We're not even going to do double leg stretch because we did all that teaser and that other stuff before it. But we are going to do scissors because a day without scissors is a sad day. So we're going to take one leg up, one leg in, holding onto that thigh bone. Your toe gets to rest on the ground. Inhale and exhale, switch. So if you don't necessarily want the stretching benefit of your scissor that comes along with engaging your abs and lengthening through your quads, blah, 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 you could reach up. You could hold your ring if you wanted, just to give you a target, and keep yourself really tall. So some people like to try to get inside their ring. See my toes reaching in. One side is better than the other. You see that? So then it becomes a lot more about abs and quads. But that's up to you. You can also just enjoy the scissors. Good. That's it. Good. We have just one more on each side. Good. Very nice. Both legs come back up to the sky. Hands behind the head. Just lengthen through your throat. Good. We're going to go into diagonal lowers. This time the hip for my spine movers will move. By spine minders, you keep your hips still. So we're tipping the hip over, lowering to the corner, scooping the belly in to bring back to center. And then the other side. So we will alternate. Now this is another beautiful place to use your toy. If it's in your ankles, or even better, in your thigh bones, when you come back to center, push it to your middle. Yeah? Push it to your middle. It will help you connect more easily, inner thigh up to your belly. Yes, look at you. I'm so proud of you guys trying it. Good. That's it. And then also turn on that vastus medialis just a little bit. Good. One more each way. Oops, I think I started the other way. Good. Woo! And then we can bring that down to the ground. Hoi! We're going to let the knees open up wide. So now you're in butterfly with the soles of your feet touching. Franny, if that's not comfortable, let me know. If you need a different option, you could be knees straight up or legs straight out. We're going to just open those collarbones for a sec, take those arms overhead, pull down into scarecrow, so your elbows are on either side of you at 90 degrees. Good. And then pull the elbows into the waist and unpeel to the ground. Good. And one more time, up overhead. Inhale, exhale to scarecrow. Good. Elbows into the waist. Good. That's it. Good. And then hands to the sides. Good. From here, press into your feet. Give yourself a little baby butterfly bridge. Your knees are open out to the side. You may barely lift your hips off the ground. That's okay. Good. Hold that for a breath. Good. And then gently lay it down. And again, inhale and exhale, lift. So just a reminder, if you're feeling anything in your knees, check right in with your feet. Do you need more forefoot, more heel? Do you need more sole of your foot? What's missing, right? Find the part that's missing. It should alleviate any knee discomfort. And if it doesn't, if you can't find the part, then stop. Don't push through pain. Good. 2 more times. Just a nice little lift. Good. And 1 more time. Good. All right, knees fold in and then pull into your chest. Feels good. Feet come back to the ground in parallel. And here we have optional toys, optional toys. If you have a circle, step through it and put your feet on the ground. If you have a theraband, wrap it over the top again so that it crosses underneath and pull it down and out to the side. You want to have a lot of resistance on it, yeah? And if you have neither and you don't have a loop band, don't worry about it. You're going to press those heels into the ground, press those thighs open a little bit, and let your belly rest in, right? Make sure your abs drop in. Good, and then roll it back down. So inhale, exhale, push out into those thighs. Lift that hip. Good, inhale and exhale, roll back down. Those of you holding your theraband, you're just holding it down and out to the sides. You get a little extra tricep. Those of us who don't have a theraband, we can still push our pinkies down into the mat, right? We can still get that extra tricep. You don't have to be jealous. You can have some too. That's it, good. Up, good, go hips, go. And then down. Good. Last 2. Good. Do you remember when we were sitting up and you could feel your sits bones? Can you find that little feeling right here? I'm especially looking at you, Chinda, if you can find, yeah, that little sits bone feeling. Yeah, good. Good, all right, now everybody drive into your right foot. Just can kick. Extend your left toe out, tap it down. Good, keep putting pressure out into your ring or your band or into space while you drive down into the right foot, right? Keep it going. Good. 1 more. Good, that foot comes down, push into both feet a little more, and then extend your right foot. And you're keeping that pressure, feeling the sits bones, right? Staying connected up here at the hip. Good. Good. 2 more. That's it. Good. And then round down through your spine. Very nice. Go and step out of your toy. If you have a ring or therabands, loop them over your feet for a moment and just put your feet up to the sky. Give yourself a little stretch. This is called running when we bend one knee or the other, or sometimes it's also called prancing. Prancing. We're just trying to push the heel up and enjoy a little calf stretch. And now, and a little ham stretch. Yes. I know that's good. I like that. Okay, so from here, we're just going to gently extend those legs out. We'll roll ourselves up to sitting. Good. And have a little spine twist. Remember, you're welcome to sit up on something for your spine twist. You have 2 options with your toys, or maybe 3, depending on how many toys you have. I'm going to hold my ring between my heels today, just like we did earlier, because I want to really feel my sits bones pulling in all the way from my feet, so that when I rotate, I'm really staying steady here and lifting up out of my hip. So that's going to help me stabilize this so that I can mobilize this. Your other option is to hold it, right? So you can take it up and take it down. And in this case, I would love you, when we switch breath, to switch your hands. So you'll go from the outside to the inside. So you'll feel yourself pull yourself up versus push. Okay, so just depending on what you have. Again, toys can be in between the heels. You can hold them. Therabands too, same thing. You can take it down and up and then loop it and pull it. So you're pulling from the back of your hand. Okay, all right, everyone decide what they want? So many choices. I know, good, all right. So we're gonna inhale, inhale, exhale to center. And inhale, inhale, exhale to center. That's it, good. Good, 2 more. Nice, opening. Good, 1 more each way. I am so proud of you, Chinda. Look at you, just keeping that right where it belongs. Good, yes, Annie too, good. Good, then palms up if you have arms free. Good, those of you using your toy, if it's a circle, remember you, or a loop, go but to the inside. We exhale, exhale, inhale, grow tall. Shh, 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 shh. That's it. Shh, 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 shh. Good. Shh, shh. Margie, when you rotate to your right, I want you to get up on your right sits bone. So instead of fancy dancing out of the way, you're going to stay right on it in the middle. That's the same thing, Judith. When you go to your right also, I want you to get up on your right sits bone and stay a little bit to your right. So instead of tilting, you're going to stay over there. You're going to feel those obliques more. So over here to your right, stay on your right, stay on your right. Now stay on your right as you go back to your left. Stay on your right as you go back to your left. Okay, that's your right. Now stay on your right hip as you rotate to your left. Margie and Judith. Isn't that funny? Okay, good. Everybody have a rest. Yes? I know. Woo! Okay. You were all tilted. Yeah, something, maybe the emotional stress of getting your mom back in your house is showing up in the hips. You never know. Bodies are amazing. They're a wonder and a miracle. So, on my forearms, on the ground, collarbones open, pressing into the hand. If being on your arm is not comfortable, feel free to come all the way down flat. Yes? All right, we're just gonna do a little clam. The work is up here in this top arm and in the top hip especially. We're trying to keep the top arm from going up and down. So you can see the back line of my floor where it meets the wall. I'm trying to keep my hand under that line. I'm trying not to let it get pushed up like that. Yeah? Now if you have something solid, obviously it's not squishy, so your hand will be going for a little bit of a ride, but I'm not letting it actually ride. I'm trying to give myself my own resistance, pushing down. And so you can see the difference between me letting it go for a ride, woohoo, versus me actually creating resistance. My leg won't lift as high. And I get this nice little lift through my belly. Yeah? Okay, everyone has a task. Good. Yeah. So Margie, put that down lower on your thigh. Same thing, Annie. See if you can lift up and get it down below the hip bone. So instead of where the leg meets in, get it on the thigh so that you have to give both your leg and your lats and obliques. Yes, Annie. Wow. Good. Yes. Good. And then Chinda, watch your hip. Yes, better. It's going to stay put. Good. One more. Good. And then instead of coming up like you thought we might into a side plank, we're actually going to take our toy, put it between our ankles. Boop, boop. And stretch our legs out. Good. And then lay down if you're not already. And we're just lifting our toy up and down. Yep. Good. So we are in a side plank of sorts. We're going to pull the abs up from the floor. That's it. Good. Can you see that that's lifting up? There we go. Good. Two more. Now one more. Hold those legs up. Good. Now press the top one down, but don't let the bottom one give up. Good. Top one down, bottom one up. Good. The bottom one's trying to really stay straight and strong. Now some of you are anchoring your thigh bone and bending your knee on that bottom leg. Cheaters! Straighten out that bottom leg. Yeah, that's it. Good. Two more. And one more. Good. Now a little challenge here. Lift up halfway. Scoop your abs in. Pull your knees in. Press them back out. So I'm in a little half lift. I've turned on those obliques a little more. Pulling in and out. Good. 2 more. Scoop your abs up. Scoop your abs up. Pull up and out. Good. And last one. Good. All right. And then let yourself lay all the way down. Good. Nice. Let's flip over to the other side. How are we doing? Okay? Okay. Just check it. All right. So remember, you can be on your forearm or all the way down. Either way, wherever it's comfortable. And remember, your goal is pick a place that you can see in your screen behind you. And don't let your arm get higher than that. If you have something squishy, if you have a ball or a ring. If you have something solid, right, you want to resist. Try one where it's free so you can see what that range of motion is. And then make both sides resist, right? You want your lats to really super engage against that force. That's it. Lats, obliques. Annie, bring your low ribs in just a little. Yeah, there you go. And then you're going to feel it more on both sides. Good. And Chinda, you give yourself sort of an active support. Think of yourself as drawing that low rib in too. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Good. Nice. Does this feel like PT on this side, Margie? Yeah. Good. Good. That's it. Really resist. That's it. Resist, Judith. Good. One more. Nice. Good. And then we're just going to take our ring between our ankles or your toy, whatever it happens to be. And stretch those legs out and lay yourself down. And then both legs get to lift up. Ta-da! Just like that. Good. So as you lift those legs, just make sure you've got a little bit going on in the front of you, right? Some of you are fabulous at using your back. Let's add a little bit support from that TVA in the front. Good. Whew. Gotta get my hips stacked. So Chinda, you're like me. We got to stack our hips. Take your bottom hip and move it under you and back a little bit. Literally lift it and give it a little scoot. There you go. Good. And then Margie, I want you to really, really, really keep that top leg straight. Actually, your bottom one too. I just saw, yeah, your bottom one's trying to do that little bend cheat. Good. Next one we do, we're going to hold the leg up. Leg stays up. Good. And press the top leg down. The bottom leg stays steady. You want to hold it from the top of your inner thigh, not from your inside of your knee. So Franny, be careful if you're doing this one. You want to really make sure it's strong all the way up here and not just happening from your ankle and the knee joint. If it's aching your ankle, okay, good. Good. Awesome. Good. Chinda, can you roll your top hip toward me? Good. Judith, roll your top hip forward too. And last one. Good. All right. Scoop your, lift up halfway. So you're up in that little lift. Obliques are on. And you're going to pull your knees up and in and press them back out. Good. Scoop and pull. And press them back out. That's it. Good. Pull. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Good. And press. Good. One more time. Scoop and pull. Wee-ah! And press. Good. Oh, all the way down we go. And you can let your toy fall. So here, if you want to kick it up by your hands, we can use it for your swan. And then you roll over onto your belly. I'm going to show you different ways it can be. So if you have a ring, right, it will stand on end like this, or you can have handle up, either way. And you'll put your hands on top, right? We've done this one before, and your head is easy. You're going to inhale up, exhale up, inhale, shrug your shoulders, pull them back in and lift a little higher, and then relax all the way down, right? So that's if you have a ring or something squishy. Up, push, pull, and down. If you have something hard, it's very similar. It's very, very similar. You won't get quite as much stretch through the front of your arms this way, but you will get a little bit, depending on how high your solid thing is. And you'll do the same thing. Inhale and exhale up. Shrug it away, and see how I'm sliding mine away? I'm pulling my shoulders back in and pressing down a little more, and then sliding back out, right? So those of us using a hard thing, not a squishy thing, our toy is gonna roll around a little more. It's gonna, yeah. That's it, good. And down. Nice. Good. And of course you don't have to use any toy at all if you don't want one. That's it, shrug, in, and down, right? So make sure when you're in the top of that swan that I can see some scapular motion, right? You're up, the shoulders shrug and move forward, shoulders pull back, and then down. Good. And one more. That's it. And back. Good. Nice. Let your toe go for just a moment. Put your hands on either side of your shoulders and just press up to wherever your swan feels the most comfortable. I'm not on a sticky mat, so I'm sliding away. Here we go. I'm back. Good. All right. And then I just want you to lift your sternum up as far as you can. Really pull it up past your nose. Feel your upper back. Good. Then you're going to let your head fall, keeping yourself lifted through the rest of your spine. So your booty's on, right? That's it. Good. Good. Let your nose look to one side of your shoulder, back to your center, other side of your shoulder, back to center. Take a breath. Exhale. Energize through your hands. Lift your throat. Good. And then gently lay it down. We're going to do one more like that. Inhale and exhale. Lift wherever your swan is comfortable. Good. Good. Lift your sternum a little more. Lift your throat a little bit more. Check that your booty is on. Drop your head down. Keep your glutes on. Roll your nose to one side, back to the front, and then to the other side. Back to the front. Energize through those abs and lift up your throat. That's it. Good. Good. And then gently lay that down. Nice job. Yeah. You're looking down. You're looking across your chest. Does that make sense? So my head is. So it's not a side bend. No, it's not lateral flexion. It is definitely forward flexion and rotation. Yeah. Yes. That was a great question. So it's not just side ear to ear. It is down. So getting all the sides to stretch. That was a good question. Okay, we need to come upright to finish. So let's sit back in a child's pose first, because that will feel good. Yeah, I'm assuming. It will feel good. If you need something different, let me know if that doesn't feel good to your back, to your shoulders. So we'll take those hands over to one side and give a nice push. And then to the other side. Good. And then we'll scoop the belly in up into that high cat. And then release into our happy dog. Good. And one more time up into that high cat. And then our happy dog. Good. Yep. And we'll join Judith. Are you already standing? We'll lift our hips. Walk those hands toward the feet. Good. Round up through the spine. Good. All the way up. Good. And then lift up to the side. Good. We're going to scoop our abs and we're doing a standing mermaid. So our hips are forward, but our spine is reaching and rotating to the side that we're looking at. Good. Back to the side. Good. Now engage this long side. Pull the rib in to come back up. And then we come to the other side. Now again, watch your hip. Did it do that? Can it stay centered and make yourself really lengthen out of that? Good. Rotate now. Keep your hips forward. Rotate. Stretching across your back. Good. Stay low as you rotate back to the side. Get this arm out of your way. Get the shoulder blade back in your back. Good. And then find this long side. Bring it in. Good. And then take it down. Nice. Let's step your left foot back behind your right. Good. Take those arms up. Just one big around the world, scooping the belly in. This is your big standing circular saw motion. Yes. Good. And then reverse. And we'll do one each way on the other side too. Good. Yes. So step it out. Now your right comes behind your left. Good. Scoop your abs in, side bend. And then pull your abs away from those hands. There you go. Good. And reverse. Inhale. Nice. Ooh, you guys. Thank you so much. Take those arms up. Good. One more time. Let's lift heaven like a pillar. Up. Push it up. Good. Pull it down nice and wide. Oh. Thank you, everybody, so much. Nice to have you guys. Thank you for being here. Is this 10 o'clock time still a good time? Yeah? Okay. Just checking. All right. You guys, thanks. Hope you feel good. All right, Margie, happy about your mom. I hope settling back. And you said she just has to settle into a routine with her